Hello, I'm Debashish Banerjee. I'm an art director in the mobile gaming space here in India. I have worked on several types of games for mobile, from casual games to runner games to side-scroller games, but a lot of casino games like card games and board games. And eventually, right now, I'm working in the slots gaming domain, developing slots for mobile games for the last 7 odd years. And here I am for iGamity. Thank you for giving this opportunity to answer some very important and crucial questions for our audience. So let's go for it. Game environment, we usually start with the game design walkthrough. It is very important for the team to understand what is the design talking about, what is the catch, what is the key gratification factor, what is the new feature, and what is the core functionality of the game. How does the game move from one feature to another? So it's very important that the idea is clear to the whole actual art team, including the sound designers. And with the storyboard, the choreography, which is in some studios, we call it game functionality. With regular check-ins, milestone checks, review cycle meets, you ensure that the idea is driving smoothly from concept to final game asset delivery to the developers. It's very important to ensure that the team is aware and remembers the game design. That is key for the whole team. That's the responsibility of the team lead or the ADs. And of course, the team needs to also keep working at it, look out for references, understand the basic core idea of the game design, and keep that moving ahead. Exploration, innovation, uniqueness is definitely part of that whole process. But what is important is you have to understand the need of the hour. So keep talking. Communication is key. Talking to the leadership, talking to your peers, your seniors about the game, playing the game is crucial to take the idea smoothly throughout the process. The most crucial part that I focus on is storyline and world building. I ensure there has to be a character, there has to be a metamorphic feature. Ensure that the player knows what he's playing with. It is not only about getting the rewards or getting a very static banner. Yes, definitely the sense of gratification needs to be there, but how does the player reaches to that reward system? How does the player trigger the feature? What is the whole journey? There are crucial creative decisions that I am responsible to take. Things like, let's say the player needs to interact with the character on screen. So can he tap on the character and the character reacts? When the symbol lands, how does the pay line win come out? It's a thin line, right? And we have to ensure that the player feels ecstatic, elated, seeing that winning on the screen. The character can react, the character can be goofy, the character can be really of epic proportions. All of these decisions are taken by me and my stakeholders along with my very talented pool of team. And we work it together and we ensure that the player keeps getting those sense of achievement, sense of excitement and gratification throughout the playing experience. Yes, for aspiring talent, it is very important for them to focus on how a game actually plays. For instance, you're playing a game, but you're just playing a game for the entertainment quotient. What if I ask you, what did you like about this game? What could have been improved in that game? How long did you play? What was the reason that you played that game for so long? Were you drawn into that world? Did you find a sense of achievement when you surpassed that level? How was the boss fight? Do you know how this game might have been created? Do you really want to create a game like this? Ask these questions to yourself. So as an aspiring talent, it's very important to have a passion in creating games, not only playing. So that's the most key aspect. So I want you to focus on something which is as simple as creating a game. Yes, right now it is easy to create a game. For sure, even if you don't have a coding background, what you just need is an experience to play the game. You must be a gamer, for instance, for sure. That is the baseline requirement. And why don't you try any AI tool or speak to some of your friend or a friend of a friend who is in the gaming domain? And for sure, you will find someone whom you can reach out and just have a quick chat to understand how the game can be developed. And I'm not talking about a AAA kind of game project. You can create that project at home. Maybe it's a Tetris or a side scroller Mario. And when I, as a hiring manager, see that will, that passion, and that little mini project in their portfolio, that gives me a kick that yes, this talent really wants to create a game, not just for a heck of a job or a salary, but he or she loves creating games. Yes, of course, you would need a formal course or a formal training. That definitely helps because the fundamental needs to be trained professionally to you. There are many courses online, offline that you can opt for. Along with this, start working on your passion project. Keep it very small, low budget. Just imagine that you are the only driving horse in that project and just go for it. That is the most important aspect that aspiring talents should focus on. Okay, the $1,000,000 question now, right? AI revolution is here, we are part of it, it's already on the roll, but how do we ensure originality is maintained? It's very important for you to understand that fundamental is key, the basics is key. How do you concept an idea? How do you concept a character, a background, or a prop? Now with the AI tool, you can really speed up that process. Earlier, we used to scribble many versions, take our time and reference out a lot of other artists' work, probably take photographs or speak to our seniors and then jot down points and then scribble those artwork on the paper. But right now, it has moved 100x at the speed. What we need to understand is conceptualizing right now in today's age can be done within that speed, ensuring your originality. Now, how do you do that? You love scribbling? Scribble one or two ideas. Put that in your AI tool and ask AI to iterate upon that idea. What would you want to do when you were scribbling that idea? Write that in through your text prompt. Let AI generate 5 iterations out of that version. Base idea is yours, base scribble is yours, but the multiple and the variety and the iterations of ideas are being generated by the AI tool. So the source is what you are driving with. AI tool is working for you as your artist and giving you 10 times of speed and more concepts, more ideas within just a click of a button. So it's important for you to understand that we do not have to be scared of the AI tools. I saw a recent post by one of my peers in the industry who wrote that AI is enabling or rather forcing or pushing us to think much more deeply for creating concepts than we did ever before. And I thoroughly agree. Don't think that AI is going to produce art for it. How about I tell you that you drive your idea through AI? And there are several other factors also through which you can drive AI, because a game does not have everything which is important. There's, of course, there's a mascot, there's the symbol, the real bezel, the background, the banners and whatnot. So there are primary assets like the mascot, the metamorphics, let's say, the symbols. There are secondary and there are tertiary assets. How about you focus on the character art? You scribble that out yourself. You put that in the AI tool and create several iterations. But for the real bezel, for the banners, for the background, again, you do that quick scribble and let AI drive and paint it over and get the final output. So it's a very thoughtful decision making that I ensure I drive my team through. They should not be overwhelmed by the AI tool. I tell them that you drive it. You give the idea. You generate one or two main basic idea and let AI iterate upon it. All right, iGamity as a platform is absolutely doing fantastic job. iGaming is important; it's booming right now, and we need some like a one-stop platform where I can go and see what is happening in the iGaming industry. This page brings in a variety of professionals, organizations, and artworks and game designs on one platform where you can just scroll through, read about it, go through the talks, very interesting information, and the new aspiring talent can understand what exactly is happening in the iGaming space. Thank you to iGamity for setting this page up, and I hope you grow furthermore. And yeah, good luck.